Let's play Mage Knight on Tabletop Simulator. I'll be playing the solo Conquest scenario as Wolfhawk and will be using the highly scripted version developed by Tuff Luck on the Steam Workshop. This is the second part of this series. You can find a playlist of all the videos in the description. On the previous part, I was able to reach 19 fame while collecting a couple of artifacts that will come in handy later in the game. I had to burn a monastery to gain one of them, but I tried to improve my karma by taking out a few monsters rampaging the countryside. I had just finished the second round, and the script automatically prepared the table for the next one. Before we start, let's look at the new cards available in the offer. Look here, I might have a second chance to hire a familiar. The Savage Monks, with their siege attack, could be a good choice too. Crushing Bolt also provides siege attack. It could go well with the monks. It might be worth getting these two, given the opportunity. Okay, back to the map. At the end of last round, Wolfhawk had entered the forest to the north, chasing a rogue elven. Now that it's day, it will be easier to traverse through the woods, as it costs only 3 movement to do so. I'm thinking of moving to the magical glade. There, I've got some options. I can take on the Cloud Griffin, explore the next tile, or even hire the magic familiars. Alright then, let's pick a new day tactic. My hand is pretty well rounded, and I've got a lot planned right off the bat. So, I am thinking of getting Great Start. This will let me draw 2 more cards at the start of the round. I get more movement, which isn't terrible, and swiftness could be used to generate some attack too. Now, the dummy player needs to pick its tactic. He takes rethink, so he'll go first. Okay, let's generate 3 movement points and move Wolfhawk onto that glade. The Cloud Griffin is elusive. Just like the shadow I took out in the dungeon, its attack is swift, which means that I would need to defend double the printed attack. But if I fail to do so, it only does the printed amount of damage. Sometimes it's better not to block swift enemies, but since it is also elusive, I would need to deal with the higher armor as well. But luckily my Edom's Guardsmen shine against swift enemies. I'll use stamina and power it up with a blue die from the source for 4 points. I've got 1 movement point left over. I'll use the opportunity to explore the tile next to me. I'll use Tranquility sideways to generate 1 more point of movement, so now I've got 2, enough to explore the tile. Another keep, and finally the first mage tower, and it's right in front of me too. The tower's garrison should have revealed. Okay, that did the trick. An ice mage, fierce stuff. Eventually I'll need to take care of it as it's in my way. If I move to assault the mage tower, the Cloud Griffin will join the ice mage in the defense. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think I'll challenge the Griffin by itself first. I'll definitely use the Guardsmen to block the Griffin. Their block counts double against swift enemies, so it's completely blocked. Since it's completely blocked, its armor is reduced to the lowest value. So now I'll use Blood Rage to take it out, but now I need to decide. Do I want to power it up with a red mana from the source, or take a win to my hand? If I take the mana and I don't roll another one, I won't be able to power threaten. I want to use it to hire the familiars next turn, and since I am at a magical glade, the win will be healed for free at the end of my turn anyways. So I'll take 1 win for 5 attack. I have successfully taken out the Griffin, This enemy is actually from the Shades of Tesla expansion, so it'll drop an item. Oh wait, I didn't see it, but the Elven Protectors I defeated last round also dropped an item. The script automatically added it to my inventory. It's the mystical map. I could use it to explore. A tile for free. I can also use these items to gain 3 influence during an interaction. Alright, let's end the turn and find out what item I'll get for defeating the Griffin. I received the Fire Gem. It allows me to add the fire element to an attack or block from a single action card. Great, this could really help me against the Ice Mage in the tower. Since I ended my turn on a magical glade, I'm allowed to get rid of 1 win card from my hand. Oh man, I had completely forgotten about the yellow mana token. The other nice thing about magical glades is that I also get a yellow token if I start a turn on them. Now, I'll generate some influence to hire the familiars. My reputation is back to 0. It wouldn't have mattered anyways, hiring in. A magical glade isn't considered an interaction, so I'll need 6 influence to hire them. I'll use Threaten, and I'll power it up with the golden mana for 5 influence. I'll take a hit to my reputation, but that's okay. Then I'll use... Let's see. I'll use Swiftness sideways to make it 6 influence. Now I hire the Magic Familiar, but they are different to other units. They immediately need to be given mana. Depending on the mana they take, one of their actions gets buffed and becomes more powerful. In this case, I will use red mana from the source to increase its attack from 3 to 5, a very nice buff. At the beginning of each subsequent round, I will need to give them more mana or disband them. I could choose a different color if I wanted to buff another action. This counts as my action for the turn, so I can't do anything else. The last draw of the dummy player was a white card, so it drew 3 more cards since it has 3 white crystals. I get another golden mana since I am still on a magical glade. The glades can be very useful when they are in the right place. Alright, let's go after that Ice Mage and try and earn our first spell. The tower is in a wasteland. I'll need 4 movement points to get there. Let's play Tirelessness and power it up with the blue mana in the source. I'll first need to block a 5 ice attack. Normal block I generate will be half efficient against his type of attack. I could use the trinket to add the fire element to determination. But I think it's less wasteful to use Chilling Stare to stop the mage from attacking. That way, I don't have to worry about that. Then, I'll use the Magic Familiar with Determination for 7 attack and take them out. That takes care of the Ice Mage. It will give me 5 fame. That's more than enough to level up. This time I'll gain a new command token. Oh shoot, I can't use Chilling Stare. Since it is a blue special effect, ice-resistant enemies are immune, so it can't affect the Ice Mage in this case. Oh boy. Okay. It's not a big deal. Let's reset everything and go back to my original idea to use the Fire Gem. Okay, I'll use Determination. I will add the fire gem to it. My magic familiars will attack with 5. But before that, I'll need to use concentration to gain a blue mana token to activate the stronger effective determination. That would be 5 fire block, which is enough to stop the attack. I hate to do it, but I'll play Chilling Stare sideways for one more attack to make it 6. Alright, so now I did take out the ice mages. That was a lot more costly than I thought it would be, but at least I was able to take over the tower and level up in the process. I end the turn, and now I need to take my reward for conquering the tower. I can take one of the spell cards in the offer. I can also buy spells here in later turns, during an interaction, for 7 influence plus a mana token. The stronger effective cure, Disease, is very powerful. It will reduce the armor of any blocked enemy to 1. This could come in handy when assaulting the cities later in the game. The normal part of the card is also pretty good, as it provides heal and lets me refresh my units. Alright, let's claim it and move on to the next turn. I also leveled up. This time I got a new command token. My armor stayed at 3, but my hand size increased to 6 cards. The dummy player has 1 card left in his deck. That means I'll have this turn and 2 more after that. I'm thinking about assaulting that keep. Since it is sitting on Wastelands, I would need to generate 6 movement points to get there. It's a good time to use the motivation skill. Before drawing the 2 cards, I'll increase my fame by 1. That will put me at 28 fame. I drew improvisation and promise. Not bad really. Okay, I'll use the 2 March cards and Swift Reflexes to generate the 6 movement points I need. I'll use 2 points to move to the plains. That way I can check out what's the garrison before assaulted. They are crossbowmen. You've got 4 attack and 4 defense, but are swift. I should be able to easily take them out with my current hand. I have different options here. Let's see. I think I won't block the attack and take the 2 wounds to my hand. I'll heal them with my cure spell next turn. No, let me take that back. I think I will just siege the crossbowmen with the Horn of Wrath. That way they won't be able to attack. I still can potentially get a wound to my hand. Let's roll a mana die to see. I do get a wound since it's red. But I do take over the keep. This is the second one I own, so now, when I am adjacent to either of them, my hand size will be 2 more. I will use my skill, Refreshing Breeze, to remove 1 wound from my hand and gain a white crystal to my inventory. Now I'm ready to end the turn. You can see here that my hand size has increased from 6 to 8 since I'm on the keep. Now that's an awesome hand. You can see how keeps can be beneficial even if they don't give you any rewards directly. The obvious thing to do now is to explore the 2 tiles next to me. I'll need 4 movement points to do this. I'll use improvisation for 3 move. Wait, you know what? I have a free command token. Let's check the unit offer to see if I can recruit a unit. Okay, so it won't be possible at the keep. None of the units can be recruited there. I'll go back to my original plan to play improvisation. Let's see, I'll discard my spell card with it for 3 movement points. I still need 1 more point. Instead of playing a card sideways for the point, I think it's better to crystallize using blue mana from the source. I'll get a red mana crystal and use it immediately to power up improvisation to make it 5 movement. Alright, I'll use 2 points to explore the rightmost tile first. I get a necromancer right next to me and find another tower. Okay, let's explore the other tile. Yet another mage tower, and it's right in my way again. Let's drop Wolfhawk to flip the garrison token. It's protected by sorcerers. I only need 4 fame to level up. The next level will let me pick a skill token and an advance action card from the offer. Taking out the necromancer will not give us enough, except if I use the bow of Starstone. Let's check out the offer to see if I'm interested in any of the cards. I'm thinking dodge, and weave might be my best choice right now. My strategy has been somewhat defensive, and it could work well with my deck. It works similarly to Wolfhawk's swift reflexes. It reduces an enemy attack, but also gives a bonus attack if I don't receive any wounds in the combat phase. Yeah, I think I'll challenge the necromancer. If I want to level up, I could use the bow. The card, dodge, and weave won't leave the offer next turn, so I've got time to get it. Alright, so the necromancer has 5 attack and always starts fortified. Its attack is a green enemy summon. So I will flip a green token, and I would need to defend from that new token's attack. It is then discarded, and I need to take out the necromancer in the attack phase. Unless, of course, if I take him out in the siege range phase, but my bow won't work since it is fortified. It summons an orc tracker. It is another elusive enemy, but we know how to deal with those by now. The small dagger means it has the assassination trait. The damage from it can only be assigned to my character. In other words, I can't assign damage from it to my units. And I really don't think I can block it. I'll have to take the 4 damage, giving me 2 wounds to my hand. Although, I could just take him out with my rage cards and 1 sideways card. I guess I'll use the bow for the 1 fame. The 3 discarded cards with the bow generates 6 attack. That's enough to overcome the necromancer. I'll add the 1 fame right now, before ending the turn. Now, the script is saying I'll level up after ending the turn. Ah yes, defeating the necromancer also awarded me an item. It's the Vampiric Chalice. I can use it after a battle to remove a wound from my hand for every enemy I defeated that turn. Now I can level up. Let's see what skills I drew this time. Ooh, it's Deadly Aim. I was hoping this would come out. +1 to the attack of a card in the siege or range phase, or +2 to any card in the regular attack phase. Howl of the Pack is very powerful too. It allows one sideways card to be worth 4 instead of 1. For every empty command token, you get an additional point, but it can only be used every other turn. The next turn, instead, it will reduce the armor of an enemy by 1 and give an attack of 1 against that same enemy. Still not bad, but I can't pass on Deadly Aim. Given my Horn of Wrath, an extra siege attack could save me a lot of trouble. For my action card, I really want to get Dodge and Weave. Reducing enemy attacks by 2 or 4 will work very well, especially against the stronger enemies with elemental attacks. I finished leveling up, so let's finish the turn. The dummy player will call for the end of round. This will be my last turn for the round. I don't have much to do. I could interact in the keep, but there's no units I can hide there right now. I don't think I can move onto the mage tower as I lack enough movement points and my hand is kind of weak. I think it's best to forfeit my turn and end the round. I might be able to hire a unit on the keep next round. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, the magic familiars are asking for their mana ration for the round. I only have white mana crystals, but that's okay. White mana will increase their movement and influence. Either of those I think I really could use this round. Look at that large and beautiful hand. That's thanks again to my keep. Let's check out the new units available. The Altum mages are superb, but can only be recruited at a city. I don't think I'll be seeing one this round, but who knows. The catapults can be recruited at the keep and they would be a fine addition to my units. Its elemental siege would go well with the rest of my cards. Let's see if I can recruit them on my first turn before doing anything else, since I'll start on the keep. So we have reached the halfway point in the game. I think I'll end this part here to keep this video from being too long. I'll continue with the 4th round on the next one. Don't forget to leave a comment if you would like to share your thoughts. I would love to hear what you would have done differently on this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed this second part, and I'll see you on the next one.